Alright, so I want to do a video on Jonestown, and what happened in Jonestown was very tragic. Jonestown was these people's land that they worked for. When I say these peoples, I'm talking about the people from the People's Temple who came down there, and the Amerindian in the area who also helped settle Jonestown. That was their colony. The Nazis showed up from the jungle, from Project Paperclip Nazis. The boys from you gotta remember the film The Boys from Brazil came out in 1978, and it was about the Nazis in Brazil, and the Amazonian rainforest is the same rainforest as Guyana. And looking back now to 1978, these people down there could have told them to leave. They could have told Richard Dwyer to get the hell out of there. They could have told all these people that were infiltrating the People's Temple, who were agents, they could have told them to get out. And I'm looking at it, you gotta look at Jonestown realistically. People don't really want to hear about how the real Jim Jones got away. You see Mike and Tim Carter, how they stole all those people's jewelry and money and had shotguns running through the jungles to get away for their lives. Pretty much these people knew there was an outside force coming. The Red Brigade stayed and fought, but the Green Berets were there. Lieutenant Bo Gritz, who was head of all special forces in Latin America in 1978, said that the Green Berets were there in Jonestown. And the Green Berets had set this whole thing up. Frank Turple, the Blakey family, the hierarchy in the People's Temple, the Planning Commission got out a week before. Lee Ingram and all those people on the basketball team, they got out a week before. And the 70s were so different. If you go back and you research the 1970s, you can see the 1970s were a lot different. And these people have been duped and fooled into going along with this. See, Jim Jones was running two things down there. You had the real Jim Jones and you had these body doubles. But Jim Jones kept running this white knight thing, where when they say white knight, I don't take it as white knight as an N-I-G-H-T, but K-N-I-G-H-T, like a code. They claim they had like 200 mercenaries in the jungles that were guarding the compound. Then you had the Red Brigade, yada yada. But they kept doing this white knight, this suicide thing. And so when it came time when these mercenaries were showing up to Jonestown, the real Jim Jones took off, and the congressman stayed there. They pretended like they were to kill the congressman in or kill the congressman in Jonestown. He went to Port Coyote, they killed him. You had Mark Lane down there. You had Charles Gary down there. And all these people were in on it. But the real people, the heart of Jonestown, if you would have went back to Jonestown 1977 when they first got down there, it looked way different than it did in 78. These people had been getting drugs put in their food. They had been getting treated bad, getting ridiculed. But they still could have made their way out. They could have fought and got their respect and made their way out. They didn't have to go along with it. They could have stood up to these people and told them they weren't going to come into Jonestown. They weren't going to do nothing there. It might have turned into a confrontation. It might not have. I don't think it really would have. I think they would have been afraid. What possessed these people to go along with these suicides is beyond me. I don't know what they were promised. It's very interesting.